Hi everyone, it's Miss Mary from Skokie Public Library, and I am back with another edition of Rise and Shine Storytime. And I'm so glad that you could join me today, and I'm so glad to be with you. And I want to remind you that at Rise and Shine Storytime, we have something special, and that is our magic box. Right. And in our magic box is what we are going to be talking about today in Storytime. Now today, our magic box is making kind of an interesting noise. So I'm going to pick it up and I want you to listen and see if you can figure out what might be in the box from the noise it's making. Can you listen to this? What do you think? We can probably say it's probably not an animal. It's probably not a teddy bear. Should we look and see what it is? Do you have an idea what it might be? Let's look and see. Oh yeah. Look at this. Look what's in our magic box today. A truck. Look at that. And not just any truck. This is a dump truck. One of my favorite kinds of trucks. Look at that. So a dump truck will be loaded with dirt or bricks or some very heavy load, and it will take it to where it needs to take it to and then dump it right out. Very handy. So today we're going to talk about trucks because trucks are the most wonderful things. They help us in so many ways. And you know, there are so many kinds of trucks that you almost can't count them all. There are those great big 18-wheeler trucks that take great big heavy loads all across the country and even have room inside for the driver to sleep when he has to stop overnight on his trip. There are tow trucks, which are small but really, really strong. And those are the trucks that can help you if your car breaks down because they'll take your truck to a place, a garage where it can be fixed. And of course, there are ice cream trucks where you can buy some ice cream right from the truck. One of my favorites. There are fire trucks that help us in so many ways and have those loud sirens, and those are the trucks that when they are really racing down the street with their sirens going, we have to get out of the way so that they can get to the emergency that they're going to and help people. So let's talk about all different kinds of trucks today. I have a wonderful book called I Love Trucks. And this book is great because not only does it show all different kinds of trucks, but it also tells us a little bit about each kind of truck, which is very interesting. Can you see what's on the cover here? Yeah, fire truck and also another kind of truck. See this one? This is a bulldozer. This is a big, strong truck that can push dirt and bricks out of the way. And we're going to learn about different trucks too in this book. So let's get started. I Love Trucks by Philemon Sturges, illustrated by Sherry Halpern. And I am reading it today with permission of HarperCollins Books. Trucks, trucks. I like trucks. You can see this boy playing with all his different kinds of toy trucks. And look what's going by while he's playing. All kinds of trucks, right? This is a truck that I think is carrying some money to a bank. This is a flatbed truck that can carry a lot of things. This is like an oiler truck that has liquid inside, a mail truck, and a big truck that's toting all kinds of stuff. And this truck looks like it might be carrying fish. Trailer trucks. See the big trailer truck? Now, you know these great big trucks, sometimes they're called 18-wheelers. They are for very long trips, and they do have spaces inside for the driver to sleep. And here's a tow trucks. Tow trucks. Tow trucks can tow very heavy loads, much heavier than they are. And here's a tow truck that's towing a car that needs to go and get fixed. Trucks that sweep the street. Here is a parade, and there are a lot of little pieces of paper that are falling down on the street because of the parade, and here comes the street sweeper. Now, street sweepers run on batteries, just like some of your toys, and so they have to be charged every night. Let's see what else we have. Trucks that crawl. There's our bulldozer, pushing all kinds of heavy loads out of the way. Trucks that roll. This is a steamroller, and it flattens the earth beneath it with a big, heavy roller. The wheels of a steamroller and this big roller here can be filled with sand or water to make them even heavier. They're hollow inside. Trucks that mix concrete. You've probably seen a cement mixer before. Those are wonderful trucks with a great big drum here that goes around and around mixing all the cement until it's ready to be poured to make a sidewalk or a street. This one digs. This is a backhoe. A backhoe can reach down 20 feet, as deep as the bottom of some rivers even. That's our digger. This one dumps. Looks just like our dump truck. The largest dump truck in the world can hold about 100 tons. It's huge, or about the size of 18 elephants. This one strings up wires. Look at this. This is a tall, tall truck. There it is. And it can reach way, way, way up with a basket with a worker in it to help fix wires that stretch way up high. Sometimes these are called cherry pickers. Some gobble trash. Have you seen the garbage truck come to your house? Garbage truck weighs 25 tons, as much as about 5 elephants. And this worker is putting trash right in the truck, but sometimes garbage trucks have like an electrical arm that will lift up your garbage bins and dump them right into the truck. Have you ever seen that? Some lift stuff up. This is a forklift. A forklift can lift a load about 23 feet into the air, so up to the second story of a building. This one zooms to fires. You've all seen fire trucks, I'm sure. And did you know that a pumper truck, which is a fire truck that has a hose on it to pump water to put out fire, can squirt about 3,000 gallons of water per minute onto a fire? I like trucks that blink and scream. Here's a police truck. And you know, police trucks carry all kinds of equipment to help people. And when they're in a hurry, they have this blinking light up here and a siren that goes very, very loud. You can see this little boy is covering his ears because the siren is so loud. I like trucks that roar. This is an ambulance that takes people to the hospital when they're sick. And they also have a siren and a blinking light because they sometimes have to move pretty fast. But the truck that I like best brings ice cream to my door. And there's an ice cream truck. It's always fun when the ice cream truck comes by and you can line up and get some ice cream right from the truck. And they have big freezers inside to keep the ice cream cold. Trucks, trucks, trucks. I love trucks. And look at all the trucks we have in the background here. Here is a milk truck. Here's a truck that must be delivering hot dogs. Here's a garbage truck. And this is a great big flatbed truck that has big logs on it. And here is our little dump truck. So if you like trucks as much as I do, then you will love some of the other books that we have at Skokie Public Library that are all about trucks. I love them all. Sonny's Truck Saves the Day by Anne Marie Pace is a really fun book about a little tow truck that saves a family's day when they get a flat tire on their way to a picnic. And the great thing about this book is that there are lots of other trucks that appear in the pages too. Sallie Sutton has written some wonderful books about trucks. Demolition is a rhyming book about all the trucks that are used to knock down buildings so that we can build new buildings where the old buildings were. And Dig, Dump, Roll, also by Sallie Sutton, is a great guessing game about which trucks work which jobs. See if you can get them all right. Red Truck by Kersten Hamilton is a great story about a little red tow truck that saves a great big school bus when the bus breaks down and the kids can't get to school. Truck Stuck by Sally Wolf is about a big tall truck that gets stuck under a bridge until some very clever kids figure out how to help. Truck Song by Diane Siebert is about the day in the life of one of those great big 18-wheelers that we were talking about that go all across the country and haul huge loads. And Trucks by Byron Barton is a very simple, colorful book for younger truck fans. So check some of those out. They're all on the shelves at Skokie Public Library right now. And now before I go, I want to tell you a little bit about traffic lights. I'm sure you've seen them, and you know that they are 3 colored lights stacked one on top of the other. There's a red one on the top, there's a yellow one in the middle, and there's a green one on the bottom. And when any truck driver or any driver of any vehicle comes up to a traffic light and the red light is lit up, that means that that driver has to stop. The green light will tell the driver when to go. And the yellow light is a light that says, slow down, wait, we're probably about to change either to stop or go. So I have a wonderful little rhyme for you to remember about these lights and see what happens at any corner when there's a traffic light, because it's kind of fun to watch. And it goes like this. Stop, says the red light. Go, says the green. Wait, says the yellow light. In between. That's what they say, and that's what they mean. We all must obey them, even the Queen. So that's a good way to remember what those traffic lights do. So I will see you next time. And in the meantime, go out and look at all the wonderful trucks there are all over the place. It's really fun to see what they're all up to. I'll see you next time, and we'll do some more stories together. Bye.